Hello everyone, welcome back to the Future X USA. Today we are diving into one of the most daring and dramatic moments of the ongoing war. The strike on the Crimean Bridge, also known as the Kerch Bridge, a structure that has stood not only as a physical link between Russia and Crimea, but also as a powerful symbol of Moscow's grip on the peninsula. When Ukraine managed to set this massive engineering project ablaze, it wasn't just concrete and steel under fire. It was the pride, logistics, and security of Russia's war machine. In this video, we'll examine the exterior of this bridge, the interior dynamics of its construction and defenses, its performance under stress, the safety features it had in place, the unique selling points that Russia boasted about it, the real price behind its creation and destruction, and finally, draw our conclusion about what this bold strike means for both sides of the conflict. From the outside, the Crimean Bridge was a monumental project. Stretching nearly 19 kilometers, it was the longest bridge in Europe, a proud connection linking mainland Russia directly to Crimea across the Kerch Strait. Russia had presented its exterior strength as proof of permanence, a solid steel and concrete message to the world that Crimea was theirs forever. With massive steel arches, rows of towering supports planted deep into the seabed, and lanes capable of handling thousands of vehicles daily, the bridge's exterior was designed to impress. Painted in gleaming white, the steel arch stood out against the blue waters, creating a picture that Moscow often used in its propaganda videos. It wasn't just infrastructure. It was a billboard of dominance, a reminder to Ukrainians that Russia's hold over Crimea was unshakable. But as the flames raged across it, the exterior image cracked, showing that even the most imposing structures are never beyond the reach of war. Looking at the interior side, the bridge was built with reinforced concrete roadways and internal steel skeletons designed to withstand both natural forces and heavy military use. Inside, the engineering included multiple layers of structural reinforcements meant to absorb vibration, pressure, and even potential explosions from accidents. However, this interior was not as invincible as advertised. Ukraine's strike demonstrated that, despite heavy reinforcement, no interior design could withstand precision attacks from modern weapons or well-planned sabotage. The strength of its inner design lay in everyday civilian and military transport capacity, but under direct assault, those interiors quickly became a weakness crumbling under fire. When it comes to performance, the Crimean Bridge was originally built to handle the heaviest loads Russia could throw at it. From tanks and armored carriers to cargo trucks hauling weapons and supplies, the bridge was tested to sustain consistent traffic without delay. Russia praised its performance as flawless, a vital artery feeding the war effort in southern Ukraine. For months, it did exactly that, streamlining logistics, fueling the advance of Russian troops, and maintaining a steady flow of ammunition and reinforcement. But performance is not just about success in ordinary times. It's about how well a system operates under extraordinary pressure. And here, the Crimean Bridge failed. The moment it came under Ukraine's strike, its performance collapsed spectacularly. Explosions tore through its structure, fire spread rapidly, traffic halted, and the once reliable lifeline turned into a dangerous trap. Its inability to perform under duress revealed the difference between engineering built for peace and the brutal reality of war. Safety features were among the most promoted aspects of the Crimean Bridge. Russia boasted about its anti-sabotage defenses, protective monitoring systems, and patrols designed to prevent any breach. Surveillance cameras, patrol boats, and checkpoints were deployed to give the sense that this bridge was untouchable. Engineers had factored in seismic activity, strong currents, and collisions from passing ships. Yet the safety features designed to prevent natural disasters and accidents were inadequate against deliberate military strikes. The patrols could not stop drones, the monitoring could not predict explosions, and the fire safety systems proved ineffective against the inferno that followed. The irony is striking. The very symbol of safety for Russia's control over Crimea became a scene of chaos and vulnerability. What was meant to assure the public that the bridge was invincible only highlighted its weakness when its safety features failed to stop the inevitable. What made the Crimean Bridge stand out were its unique selling points. Moscow advertised it not just as an engineering wonder, but as a lifeline that tied Crimea permanently to Russia. Unlike ferries or temporary transport routes, this was a fixed solid structure, a concrete embodiment of annexation. Its dual capacity for road and rail transport gave it a flexibility unmatched by any other project in the region. The rail line was crucial in moving heavy military equipment quickly, while the highway kept civilian traffic flowing, giving an image of normalcy and integration. The symbolic selling point was even greater. Putin himself inaugurated it, driving a truck across to showcase Russia's unbreakable hold on Crimea. For Russia, the bridge was not only infrastructure. It was a political statement, a monument meant to say, "We are here to stay." That was its ultimate selling point, but it was also what made it such a valuable and symbolic target for Ukraine. The price of the Crimean Bridge goes far beyond the billions spent on construction. Officially, the project cost Russia around $3.7 billion, an immense investment of resources, manpower, and engineering. But the true price lies in what its destruction represents. Years of propaganda, a cornerstone of logistics, and the psychological assurance of permanent control, all of this went up in smoke in just a few moments. For Russia, the financial cost is enormous, but the political cost is even greater. Rebuilding or repairing the bridge is possible, but restoring its symbolic power is far harder. Ukraine's strike exposed vulnerabilities and emboldened resistance, showing that no amount of money can buy true security in occupied territory. The price of losing that perception is one Russia will continue to pay. In conclusion, the Crimean Bridge was more than steel and asphalt. It was a statement of dominance, an engineering feat, and a logistical artery for Russia's war. From its proud exterior to its reinforced interior, from its reliable performance to its supposedly invincible safety features, it was designed to impress the world. Its unique selling points made it one of the most strategic and symbolic structures in the conflict. Yet, when Ukraine struck, it revealed the true fragility beneath the surface. No matter how much money is spent, no matter how loudly leaders boast, no structure is beyond the reach of determined resistance. The price of this destruction is not only financial, but also psychological, marking a turning point in the war's narrative. The Crimean Bridge Ablaze is more than an attack. It is a message that even the most powerful empires have weaknesses, and symbols of power can burn just as easily as fuel and steel. For Ukraine, it was a bold strike of defiance. For Russia, it was a painful reminder that permanence is never guaranteed.